How to rebuild your life from zero. There comes a moment in life when everything feels like it's fallen apart. When you're standing in the middle of the wreckage of your plans, your confidence, your finances, your relationships, or your identity, and you're forced to face a truth most people never want to admit. Sometimes life breaks you down so you can rebuild yourself stronger. And if you're listening to this right now, maybe you're in that place, starting over, starting from nothing, or starting from a version of yourself you barely recognize. So today, I want to show you exactly how to rebuild your life from zero, step by step, with clarity, calmness, and power. Because rebuilding your life isn't about having resources. It's about having a mindset, a direction, and a willingness to take the first step even when the path isn't clear. And the truth is, some of the strongest, most successful, most resilient people you admire didn't rise because life was easy. They rose because they learned how to rebuild. The first thing you must understand is this: starting from zero is not a disadvantage, it's a reset. It's a clean slate. It's a chance to rebuild without the weight of old mistakes, old expectations, or old identities. Most people fear starting over because they think it means they've failed. But the people who grow see it differently. They see it as a chance to rebuild with intention. When you're at zero, you're not behind. You're free. Free to choose who you want to become. Free to choose what matters. Free to choose your direction. The second thing you must do is accept reality without letting it define you. Acceptance is not giving up. It's taking ownership. It's saying, this is where I am, but this is not where I'm staying. Most people get stuck because they resist reality. They deny it, avoid it, or drown in it. But acceptance gives you clarity, and clarity gives you power. Imagine someone who loses their job. Person A panics, blames the world, and spirals. Person B accepts the situation, takes a breath, and says, okay, this is where I am. What's my next step? That mindset alone changes everything. The third step in rebuilding your life is simplifying your world. When everything is falling apart, your mind becomes overwhelmed. You don't need a 10-year plan. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need to rebuild the entire house. You just need to lay one brick. Simplify your goals. Simplify your habits. Simplify your environment. When you're rebuilding from zero, your power comes from focus, not force. The fourth step is rebuilding your identity. Because the truth is, you cannot rebuild your life until you rebuild the way you see yourself. If you see yourself as broken, you will act broken. If you see yourself as powerless, you will act powerless. If you see yourself as a failure, you will act like one. But if you see yourself as someone capable of growth, someone capable of change, someone capable of rising, your actions will follow. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior shapes results. Results shape your life. The fifth step is creating structure. When your life collapses, your routines collapse with it. And without structure, your mind becomes chaotic. So start small. Wake up at the same time. Clean your space. Move your body. Drink water. Write down your goals. These small routines rebuild your sense of control. And control rebuilds confidence. The sixth step is building one skill that increases your value. When you're starting from zero, skills become your greatest asset. Skills create opportunities. Skills create income. Skills create confidence. Skills create direction. You don't need to learn everything at just one thing. One skill that moves you forward, one skill that opens doors, one skill that makes you valuable. And the seventh step is taking consistent action, even when it feels slow. Rebuilding your life is not about speed. It's about direction. It's about showing up every day, even when progress is invisible. It's about trusting that small steps compound. It's about believing that your future self will thank you for the work you're doing today. Let me give you a practical scenario. Imagine someone who lost everything: their job, their relationship, their confidence. They feel empty, lost, and unsure of who they are. They want to rebuild, but they don't know where to start. So they follow the steps. They accept reality. They simplify their goals. They rebuild their identity by telling themselves, "I am capable." They create structure, waking up early, cleaning their space, exercising for 10 minutes. They choose one skill, digital design, and practice for 30 minutes a day. At first, nothing changes. After a week, they feel slightly better. After a month, they feel more grounded. After 3 months, they're skilled. After 6 months, they're earning. After a year, they're unrecognizable, not because they had resources, but because they rebuilt themselves from the inside out. Or imagine someone who feels emotionally broken. They've been through heartbreak, betrayal, or loss. They feel like they're starting from zero emotionally, so they rebuild. They accept their pain without letting it define them. They simplify their life: fewer people, fewer distractions, fewer expectations. They rebuild their identity by saying, "I am healing." They create structure: journaling, walking, resting. They build one emotional skill: emotional regulation. And slowly they rise. Rebuilding your life is not dramatic. It's quiet. It's slow. It's steady. It's choosing yourself every day, even when it's hard. Now let me tell you a story. There was a man named Daniel who hit rock bottom. He lost his job, his relationship ended, and he had to move back home with nothing but a suitcase. He felt like a failure. He felt like his life was over. But one day he heard someone say, "Rock bottom is not the end, it's the foundation." That line changed him. He realized he had two choices: stay broken or rebuild. So he rebuilt. He accepted his situation. He simplified his life. He rebuilt his identity by telling himself, "I am not done." He created structure: waking up early, exercising, reading. He learned one skill: coding. He practiced every day. After 3 months, he felt different. After 6 months, he had freelance clients. After a year, he had a full-time job. After 2 years, he had a new life, not because he was lucky, but because he rebuilt from zero. So here's your actionable takeaway. Choose one area of your life and rebuild it today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, choose one habit, one skill, one routine, one decision, one step. Because rebuilding your life doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in small, consistent steps that compound into transformation. And here's your closing wisdom. Starting from zero is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the moment you stop living by default and start living by design. Follow for more daily wisdom and keep building your success blueprint, one powerful step at a time.